The body doesn't know its chronological age, it only acts its biological age. It will perform miracles by the minute when we learn how to honor and edify its intelligence. A lot of people have a misconception of what raw is. They think it's chewing on a carrot all day long and boring, boring, boring. This is not a diet fad. This is a bulletproof weight management, get healthy system that actually tastes good. The money spent on those fad diets that don't work, the money spent each year would feed the world's hungry twice annually. Courtney, how much weight have you lost on this program?
I lost 24 pounds on the program.
24 pounds. It gives you food goggles, food goggles, food goggles.
You can't really tell the difference.
Now you're in control. You're not a compulsive eater now. Now you're decisive and you can make an intelligent choice. Our children, they think they're health nuts when it says 10% juice on their candy. And when they think they're eating fruit, okay, we're not fanatical, we're about empowerment and knowledge.
What we want to do is make sure that the body is not feeling starvation, but feeling abundance.
And so what he did is he looked at these 5 tiers. Number 1 is hunger. So with this product, Power Code is knocking the hunger out. You know, brain fog, getting some mental clarity so that we feel good. Gone. You know, willpower. Number 1 problem with weight management. See? It's called food goggles, right? We're having no energy. Now she's got stamina and energy through the program. Gone. And of course, last but not least, all that extra stuff we don't like, we call fat.
Yeah. I've lost 24 pounds.
24 pounds, obviously.
This is an example of a vessel that is young, pliable, and wide open, and this is what we see in youth. But over time, with poor diet choices, with genetic issues, with environmental pollution, with all kinds of things, we get thickening of the vessel wall. We get fat deposits, calcium deposits, foam cells. All these things prevent blood from flowing cleanly and smoothly through the vessel, and L-arginine in our Pulsate helps to restore it to this.
The more you eat, the more you lose. It doesn't matter how old you are, how heavy you are, how unhealthy you are, you can shift directions right now, right here with us on this platform. Every responsible doctor who's practicing medicine is going to encourage all of his patients, all of us in this room, to play the game of health before anyone practices. Health is energy. It's light. It's like this flashlight right here, okay? We're all born with light. And at some point in our lives, hopefully when we're older, the light goes out. Well, the thing about this flashlight is if we don't keep putting life or batteries into it or energy, it too will go out prematurely. Empty nutrition is what we see everywhere. It's in the center part of the stores, right? It's foodless foods and lifeless drinks. You'll eat it and eat it, you'll feel full and you'll feel full, but you'll still be malnourished, you'll still be hungry, and it just fills you up and it's empty nutrition. We've had enough of that. Let that go, Jerry. Now, this represents, Jerry, Fix. And this low-calorie, high-dense nutrition, all the vitamins, all the minerals, the fibers, organic chocolate, organic protein, all the right things. And there you have it right there, Jerry. This is basically what you're trying to get, is get all the nutrients you need with the lower calories so that your body can use the nutrients and not have to overwork itself.
I lost 36 pounds. I want you to see this.
Oh,
So there's room to spare.
Yeah.
Awesome. You don't hear the word promise in weight management programs because they really can't, because there's too many variables in most fad diets, if not all of them. What excites me so much about this, guys, is when we do this program we're talking about, the body is bound to perform miracles by the minute. That's what I love about this. We're not here talking about wish list. We're here talking reality, that you do this and this will happen. Pulse has 27 organic or clean raw foods in it, okay? It gives you all 7 types of fiber, which is important to cleanse, right? It gives you the natural protein, gives you all the omega fatty acids, it gives you the amino acids. It is a complete food. People say, well, can I live on this? Well, of course you can if you're lucky. Most people don't know this. They associate guilt with chocolate. Chocolate is a fruit. It's an extension of the produce section. Okay, according to the USDA, it's the #1 antioxidant over spinach and blueberries, everything. It's that good for us.
I love these. They're fabulous.
Wonderful. And so,
gonna try
right,
one?
yeah, right here we have the ingredients. For
Can
those
I
of you
try
who are
one?
watching
Yeah,
us eat,
thank you.
the ingredients are right here. So we see the kale, we see the cashews, hemp nuts, garlic, scallions. They're crunchy.
They're delicious, aren't they?
They're delicious. I can eat those all day. These green smoothie roll-ups. I mean, to me, green smoothies, we hear about them everywhere. They're sweeping the country right now. Okay, so let's do this.
Green smoothie roll-up.
Absolutely yummy.
You just make the green smoothie and then you put it on the tray for the dehydrator and let it dehydrate overnight.
And we either make deposits or withdrawals. It's like a bank account, and you, me, we are the account managers, and they have no plugins. They only have these little needles, these large needles that we can put in and demonstrate this theory of deposits versus withdrawals. Okay, awesome. There you go. Picture this as your body, that your body needs this energy, these batteries. Okay, let's go on to the final one, the thick shake. Put it in there, and I will drop this in there the same. And there you have, folks, the raw promise components, step 1, 2, and 3. For a final piece of demonstration, what we'll do is we'll take this light and we will plug it into the green smoothie and we'll see what happens.
Oh my.
Everywhere I look in the world today, people have dreams. Okay? Whether they admit it or not, whether they're distant or close, people have dreams. Dreams of love, family, spirituality, money, intimacy, etc. How they look and feel even. They have dreams. And the problem is most people in the world today are stepping over their health, thinking they're going to create and sustain their dreams. They come up short, cynical, fear, survivors. That's what we see everywhere. So what we're trying to do is connect people to their purpose, bring them back to that light, bring them back to that happiness, that hope. You know, all those things that we can be for our children, all those things that we can be for the dreams that we have, all those things that we can be for our communities and the world that we live in, so that each of us can make this world a better place to live in. And not very often, if ever, will you hear the word promise in a weight management system that makes you healthy. Not only healthy, changes your skin, changes your eyes, changes your hair, your brain, your sleep, your resting habits, your focus. Come on up here, guys. Let's get them on camera.
I'm coming.
Okay? So we want to make sure we get your names because we're going to have to follow you guys here and follow your lives. Come on up.
And I
so
am
let's start.
so in.
What's your name here?
Holly.
Holly. Okay.
Cherise.
Okay.
Charmin.
Charmin. Dawn. Dawn. Now, what do you want to create?
I'd like a new way of life.
I feel gratitude. I came down here because I didn't know what to do.
I would love to have more energy to be able to keep up with my kids.
I just want to just change.
All right, we're going to work on that, right, guys? Is it on?
You know, when I went to do up the belt wouldn't do up. I had to take it out in the garage. And I had to put 3 holes in it. Just for time savers, because for the next lot, not, you know, but.
I was scared to death that I was never going to have my figure back, and you know what? It's coming around. It's coming around.
These pants I just barely bought before I started this plan, and they were not loose on me at all. And now they're totally loose on me. They were $50 pants. I'm gonna have to go buy another pair. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
The biggest change, I was actually carrying my nephew up the stairs the other day, and he's 5, so he's about that 45-pound range. And I realized after I got about halfway up, I was out of breath, my knees hurt, my body just ached, and I realized I have taken 45 pounds off my body. I've essentially lost my nephew.
I says, oh, I'm 53 years old. He goes, what? Are you kidding me? And I says, no. And he says, I don't believe you. I said, well, no, I am. And he says, oh my gosh. He says, I would have never guessed that. He says, I thought you were like 35 or something. And I says, wow, well, thank you.
I come home and I'm ready to play. I'm ready to forget about work and, you know, skip the game, if you will, and play with the kids. And I've always been fairly playful, I just haven't been this playful.
I've lost 28 pounds total.
I've lost a total of 35 pounds.
17 pounds gone.
I lost 10 pounds, which I'm very, very excited about.
I want to say 9 pounds according to her scales, but I'm going to say 8 to be for sure.
I'm down 45 pounds total.
And I actually hit my goal weight, 125 pounds. Woo! I haven't been this weight since before I was married.
294 down to 274 is where I'm at.
You know, I had a couple of kids later in life, and little kids, a 1 and a 3-year-old. And my biggest concern is being there for them as they grow up, and having the Raw Promise literally perform, you know, this restoration biology on my body, my soul, my spirit, my mind, is priceless for me.
My blood pressure's changed. I get my blood pressure checked twice a week. My blood pressure when I first started was 160 over something. I watched that high number. And I just had it checked again Saturday and I was down to 130. So it's changed my blood pressure a lot.
What I know for me personally is when I'm lighter on my feet, because I have very dense bones, okay, which are heavy bones, creates more trouble with my back, causes my spine to deteriorate quicker, and this food, I am absolutely convinced that eating this way has a lot to do with possibly slowing down the progression of the degenerative disc disease and everything else that I have going on with my back.
I've had a lot more energy. And one of the things that I have absolutely loved is I have not been hungry at all. Lots of energy, not being hungry, lost the weight.
I've had both knees operated on, and when I'm overweight substantially, it hurts. When I run and do a lot of things, my knees become inflamed. And now that I'm beginning to lose weight, it's not putting as much stress on my knees, and it's much, much easier to run. I have less inflammation.
I feel like I have more energy, and I feel like when I have more energy that I'm happier. And so I've not been so snappy at people like I used to be. I've been just overall, I enjoy being at work more. I enjoy being around people now.
My mental clarity is, I'm crisp. I'm just more energized. I just feel more alive, and I just feel, and wherever I go, I let people know, I just feel like I'm more alive in life.
Raw food maybe is the only medicine that works 100% of the time for 100% of the people.